Good morning, students. How are you? I hope all you are fine in such a pandemic situations. Please take care of your health, even of your family members and friends. So, children, today our lesson in our English online class is Chapter 4 from Hornbill, Landscape of the Soul. We are going to see the first part of this chapter. Let's see. First, we will see the writer of this chapter. Okay. The writer of this lesson, The Landscape of the Soul, is Nathalie Trevorroy. Let's see about the writer. Nathalie Trevorroy is an art historian who came in limelight because of her translated work, City of Legends, a book by William Dalrymple. She is the wife of Belgian ambassador to India. She has traveled various cities of the world with her husband. She holds a master's degree in history of art and archaeology from University of Belgium. She planned to write her next book on Old Delhi architecture like Jama Masjid and Chandni Chowk. Okay, let's see the introduction of the lesson, children. Landscape of the Soul. It's written by Nathalie Trevorroy. The chapter is about how different the Chinese art form is from the European art form. The writer uses two stories to make a contrast. European art is about reproducing an actual view, whereas Chinese art is about not creating a real landscape. European art is an artist's way to let viewers show exactly what he wants them to see in the landscape. Viewers has to understand, children, what they are seeing in the landscape or in the picture or image. Well, in Chinese art is the artist's spiritual and inner voice where you can travel from any point and it lets the viewers create a path for their imagination. Let's see the summary of this lesson, children. In this chapter, the writer contrasts two forms of art, Chinese art and European art, by using two different stories. In China, during the 8th century, the Tang Emperor Xuanzong commissioned a painter, Wu Daoji, to decorate a wall. He uh, called the painter to decorate a wall in the palace. Upon seeing the wall painting, the emperor started noticing the outer appearance of the painting, but the painter drew his attention to a cave at the foot of the mountain in his painting, which he made on the wall. Okay, wall of palace. The painter told the emperor that he would take him inside. That means the painter told the emperor he would take the emperor inside the painting. The painter entered the cave in the painting only, children. Okay, and the entrance closed behind him. जैसे ही वो पेंटर उस पेंटिंग में बनी गुफा के अंदर एंटर करता है और उस गुफा के दरवाजे बंद हो जाते हैं. As soon as the painter clapped his hand, the painting on the wall was gone. और पेंटर जैसे ही अपने हाथों से ताली बजाता है वो पेंटिंग भी वहां से चली जाती है. So was the painter और पेंटर भी. In another story, a painter wouldn't draw an eye of a dragon as he feared that the dragon would fly off the painting. और दूसरी कहानी जो इसमें थी या है उसमें पेंटर ने एक ड्रैगन बनाया है जिसमें उसने उसकी आंख नहीं बनाई क्योंकि वो अगर ऐसा करता है तो ड्रैगन जो है वो पेंटिंग से उड़ जाएगा. In another story, to represent European art form, a master blacksmith falls in love with a painter's daughter. The father didn't approve of him because of his profession. एक ब्लैकस्मिथ को अब एक पेंटर की बेटी से लव हो जाता है और उसका बेटी का पिता ये पसंद नहीं करता कि उसकी बेटी एक ब्लैकस्मिथ से के साथ अपना लाइफ फॉलो करे. So the father did not approve him because of his profession. तो blacksmith sneaked into his painting studio. Blacksmith उसके पिता के पेंटिंग स्टूडियो में जाता है चुपके से and painted a fly on the painter's latest panel. और उस फादर पेंटर की नई बनी हुई पेंटिंग पे एक छोटी सी मक्खी बना देता है, फ्लाई. The fly seemed so real that the painter tried to hit it first before realizing it was in the painting. और जैसे ही वो फादर पेंटर अपने स्टूडियो में आता है और मक्खी को नोटिस करता है तो वो उसे स्वैट करता है, उड़ाने की कोशिश करता है. He didn't realize कि वो मक्खी रियल नहीं है. So the painter accepted him as a trainee in his studio. तो फादर पेंटर उस ब्लैकस्मिथ को अपना ट्रेनी, अपना स्टूडेंट प्यूपल की तरह एज अ लर्निंग फॉर पेंटिंग की तरह अपने स्टूडियो में रख लेता है. The blacksmith married the painter's daughter and later became one of the famous painter of his time. These stories revealed as to how art form is believed to be followed in two different regions in the world. In Europe, an artist wants the viewer to see a real viewpoint by borrowing his eyes. यूरोपियन पेंटिंग्स में यूरोपियन आर्टिस्ट अपनी आंखों के थ्रू दिखाना चाहता है दुनिया को कि उसने क्या बनाया है. द आर्ट मस्ट बी परफेक्ट एंड मस्ट बी इल्यूजन लाइक दिस. Whereas in China, the artist doesn't paint a real one but uses his inner and spiritual voice to create an abstract piece. In Chinese painting, the artist wants the viewer कि वो अपने हिसाब से देखे, तलाशे कि उस पेंटिंग में एग्जैक्टली क्या बना है थ्रू इन हिज एब्स्ट्रैक्ट पीस. ओके. The viewer can enter the painting from any point and can travel according to his own imagination. In Chinese painting, देखने वाले जो होते हैं उस पेंटिंग को, समझने वाले लोग अपने नजरिए से पेंटिंग को समझें. वो पेंटिंग के किसी भी हिस्से से पेंटिंग में को समझ सकते हैं. The artist wants the viewer to enter his mind and create a path of its own. This concept is called Shan Shui, which means mountain water. When they are used together, they make the world landscape. So children, we will be continuing in the detailed explanation. Till then, just go through the lesson, read it again. First, seeing the video, have a good reading of your chapter. Okay, so please children, make the practice of reading. It will help you a lot to understand the video also. Thank you. Take care.